And a good Sunday early afternoon to you. Roger Hill of Wuthering Heights. This weather video is driven by 802cars.com, representing 802 Toyota, Twin Cities Subaru, and 802 Honda, all located off of Exit 7 on Interstate 89. Massive area of higher pressure off to the north of us, affording beautiful blue sunny skies. A little bit of a cloud cover exiting out of the region. This is the little weak disturbance that moved through, just dropped a little bit of a skiff of snow. Let's take a look at temperatures. So we should see temperatures that are a little bit warmer today. We've had a little bit of snow in parts of Maine, and this is the leftovers of that weak disturbance that moved on through. And this area of higher pressure is going to be the maintenance or utility that we're going to be seeing for the next quite a few days. Let's check some of the better computer modeling. So this is our big area of higher pressure. This is the little bit of jet stream energy. This is an ocean storm, technically almost a nor'easter, but that would have been number 5. So here we are, and our area of higher pressure just sinks right overhead. That's going to afford us a beautiful sunshine, crisp nights, relatively below normal at night, but becoming closer to normal and even surpassing that during the day. You can see that area of low pressure out over the ocean is going to make a little bit of a run at us, and the skinnier and skinnier ridge of higher pressure. But this is not to be any concern here. It's what's going to be coming in at us out of the west. So it's really going to be Wednesday, and it looks like by the time we get into Thursday, that system that'll start out with a little bit of transition from wet snow to some freezing rain. Could be some travel issues. No utility issues associated with that at all. No wind issues to worry about. It's really going to be these systems that are to the north of us kind of cruising on through. But our next weather system comes in on Friday, and you can see it's beginning to develop here. And it's going to bring us a lot of moisture coming in out of the Gulf of Mexico, for example, and swing on through. As it moves on through, some of the more deterministic computer modeling, the most latest European, for example, tries to really increase its intensity and deepen the low as it departs, and that's going to cause some westerly winds. You can see now we're into Saturday night and Sunday, and that system is going to blossom into a much larger storm system with a little bit of a pattern change setting up now. So looking at the 6 hourlies here, this is just an area of higher pressure. It's going to be sitting on us through Tuesday, and here comes our next weather system. You can see the leading edge is mostly falling as rain, but as it gets into our neck of the woods here, it starts out as a little bit of wet snow. It looks like overnight Wednesday morning, late Tuesday night, and then moves on through, and then warms back up to a few minor showers, and then we get into a transition of drier weather for a short period on Thursday, and then the next weather maker comes in on Friday. This is a little bit more robust. Notice it has Gulf of Mexico inflow, some thunderstorm activity, some springtime severe weather. And that leading edge really starts to move in. You see this is pretty hefty rainfall amounts. These are 6-hour periods greater than 0.4 of an inch. So this next weather system means business. It also is much stronger, and as it tracks along the St. Lawrence River Valley, it's going to cause downsloping winds, and there's some indications that we could see some stronger gradient winds on the front end. But most notably, as it tracks away, there could be some issues for strong westerly winds beyond this period. We're talking mostly into Saturday and Sunday this coming weekend. GFS Ensemble kind of showing the same thing as the European here. Now this is really good weather and dry conditions, nothing to worry about until we get into late Tuesday night. We start to see this little bit of freezing rain episode changing and transitioning over to rain. Doesn't show Thursday as a dry period, but our next weather maker comes in, and it's anybody's guess is just exactly what's going to be falling. Probably some mixed precipitation types, starting out mostly as snow and then changing over to a little bit of freezing rain and probably right over to rain. But also we'll have some gradient wind issues along the western slopes by that point in time as we get into later in the day on Friday. Weather Prediction Center total precipitation, you can see it's going to be an active spring-type thunderstorm scenario here this time of year. And this is the 1-inch mark, half-inch mark, so forth. This is centered on Burlington, so you're starting out with the 850 hectopascals. 0 degree isotherm. Anything above that generally falling as rain. Colder than that, of course, ice crystals or snowflakes. So we do reach that level with that incoming weather system transitioning to rain. Gets a little colder thereafter. Daytime highs, good sugaring weather starting to happen here. These are far woefully short of where we're expecting our highs, which should be basically in the low to mid 40s. Days 1 through 5, maximum temperature anomaly. We're running a little bit above normal, getting closer to normals, but running about anywhere around 3 to 6 degrees in some northern Vermont locations, a little bit closer to normal. What about 3 days later? Well, near normal, so it's just a tad of a cool down here, but look at the cold air that's made it into parts of the upper Midwest, the northern plains, northern Rockies. Quick look at the climate reanalyzer. It's warming up once again in the Arctic, and a new study that's been recently issued with Jennifer Francis and Judah Cohen indicates that when the Arctic warms up, it has a tendency to fall into the eastern half of the U.S., especially during the winter period. And when it cools on down, that is in the Arctic, the tendency is for the west coast to be more active. And this has been falling into sorts through most of this winter. Roger Hill, Wuthering Heights. Thanks for watching.